What's up, lovelies? My name is Mariangela and I am an artist for Blushington, New York City. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to do this look right here, a full face of makeup with just your hands. That's right, no tools, just your digits. Keep watching.
I've already washed my hands, but just to be extra safe, I'm adding Purell also.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is prep my skin, and we all know how important that step is here at Blushington. So I'm gonna grab our trusty Ombre Elise moisturizer.
As a professional artist, I always appreciate a multi-use product. You can use Ombre Elise 3 different ways: as a makeup primer like I'm using right now, as an intensive hydrating treatment by leaving a visible layer on the skin until it's totally soaked in, and then as a regular moisturizer.
Taking a Borean CC cream in the color Claire, I'm gonna focus this on the areas that I have the most redness. For me, it's my forehead and my cheeks.
When applying products with your hands, make sure that you're not pulling your skin too much. Not only will it lead to premature aging, but it'll also make the product move around rather than blend the way you want it to. Just like using brushes, swiping or circular motions will help to blend the product. If you need more coverage in a certain area, you're going to dab or press that product onto the skin.
I just love the way this is so balmy. Like, it just makes my skin so smooth and hydrated looking.
Keep adding thin layers of product until you've reached the desired level of coverage. Luckily, we're using our hands here, so we have full control over how much coverage we're actually getting.
This color runs slightly more pink, which actually works to your advantage in discoloration, especially anything that has a little bit more blue or gray. It's gonna actually cancel that out and make you look fresher. Okay, so next is blush, and the reason I like to do blush right after foundation when doing this kind of look is because we still see a little bit of that natural redness coming through the foundation, and I really want to enhance that. I'm going to grab my Stila Lilium cream blush. I love this color. It is a little bright, but who doesn't need a little brightness in these dark times?
I'm working from the back of my hand so that the product stays warm and melts into the skin. Placement is very important here, so start at the high point of the cheek, usually where you would put your highlighter.
Now we've got that concentration of color where we want it. You're going to take a clean finger and just blend out the edges, keeping that concentration of color right on the high point so that you get nice dimension. It doesn't look too muddy on the skin.
Use the same technique to add layers of color.
Guys, don't be afraid of blush. A way to make everything look a little bit more modern is actually to take that blush color and just run it right over the bridge of your nose. Not too high up, not too low, but just a tiny bit to give a little bit of color to the center of the face. Next is bronzer.
I'm going to use a cream bronzer on my SD fingers and just start to place that bronzer right underneath that blush. We're going to use the same technique that we used for the blush. We're going to place the color and then go back and blend the edges. This way we keep the dimension. And I'm just going to keep layering that until I'm satisfied. I'm going to take what's left of that cream bronzer and just give myself the supermodel, as I like to call it. Basically a shaping technique that is placed above the cheekbone on the temple. I'm actually going to start to bring that color right into the crease of my eye for extra shape. Finish off that bronzer by just applying it on the top of your forehead where the sun would hit naturally. A little under the nose. Moving on to concealer, I'm taking a little bit of this on my ring finger and placing it below my lash line quite a bit. The reason I'm doing this is because I will blend most of the product on the surface of my skin, and whatever's left on my finger I'll bring up into the lash line. That way, there's a thin layer of product, and less product equals less creasing. Notice that I'm placing my concealer first on the inner corner and then on the outer corner on my cheekbone. That technique is great for mature skin. I'm going back in with my blush just to intensify the color that we may have lost from the concealer.
Okay, awesome. Our base is basically done. Now we're gonna move on to eyes, and I've got a couple of great tricks to show you. Okay, now that we're nice and up close and personal, let me show you these awesome little tricks. I'm just gonna go ahead and conceal the brow bone a little bit. This is just my leftover concealer that I was using before. So to start the eyes, I'm going to use my Stila Smudge Proof liner in the color Espresso. I love this. I have 3 of them. What we're gonna focus on is giving dimension to the eye and also killing like 3 birds with 1 stone. Here we go.
I'm gonna start by applying this liner generously to my top waterline. Don't be afraid, get into those lashes, and you'll see why in a second. This is definitely not a comfortable process, but it is definitely worth the tiny detail. Place your finger at the corner of your eye and just drag lightly towards your hairline. The excess of product we've put there will create a light flick. I'm going to take that liner right across my lash line, focusing on the outer half of my eye, taking my pinky and just smudging it out all the way and connecting it to that light flick we created before.
I'm going to be using Solar Eye Polish from RMS.
Looking directly into the mirror, we're going to see where the light hits us the most. On my eyes, directly above my iris is where that seems to happen, so I'm concentrating the color initially there. With a clean finger, I'm just going to blend the very edges and repeat this process until I'm satisfied with the intensity.
We place and then blend the edges.
I'm going to smudge this along the lower lash line as well. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to tie everything together. Brows for this look are very fresh and brushed up. You can just use your normal brow routine for this one. Taking a cream highlight, I'm just popping that on the tops of my cheekbones, between my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, and a little on the Cupid's bow. Okay, my favorite part, lashes. I'm just gonna quickly curl from the outer corner to the inner corner, giving that outside corner another pass just to make sure it's extra curly. For my mascara, I'm gonna use Kevyn Aucoin's Le Mascara Volume. I love this mascara because of the tiny little brush. I can really get in and comb out my lashes and style them the way I want. If you're like me, I am obsessed with mascara, so go for it here. Use as much or as little as you want. Another technique that is great to widen the eyes and open them up a bit is to actually style your lashes. Push the inner lashes towards your nose, comb the middle lashes up towards your brow straight, and then the outer lashes comb outwards towards your hairline. That way you get a really fanned out effect. We're gonna make all the mascara faces necessary to get this onto our lower lash line. And finally, lips. Take a lip liner that's pretty close to your natural lip color and roughly just sketch out a lip line. I'm overlining here. I'm gonna take my finger and blend it out also, just to give a more diffused, wearable, worn-in look.
All I'm really doing is starting from the outside corner and bringing it up into the Cupid's bow. way it's defined, but not overdone.
Apply your favorite gloss to the center of the lip to finish off. I'm choosing one here that has a little bit more orange to it. I feel like it goes with the eye look and it complements my skin tone.
Alright guys, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you learned something from it. From all of us here at Blushington, we miss you. Stay safe, stay home, and thank you for watching.